Hello, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to the 4th bonus episode of Dragon Quest VIII. Last time, we explored the Dragovian Sanctuary, where the Dragovian elders have ordered us to beat the snot out of their lord, who has transformed into a dragon, has become mad, and now basically is draining their life force. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, where's the exit? Where's the exit? Yangus, what is it with you? Yangus, you have never had any objections to us walking around in the middle of the night before, but now it's like... Oi, I'm not walking around not here!
Awake already? How do you feel? Did you sleep well?
No.
Hardly a surprise, given the gravity of the situation. But I have faith in your strength. Today you will visit the Heavenly Dais. The path is a labyrinth. The entrance lies beyond a portal, beneath the council
So
chamber.
basically, is it gonna be like that other dungeon we were in? In which case, that kind of reminds me of Breath of Fire 2, where you go through this labyrinth, you go through a labyrinth full of difficult enemies, you visit a dragon village, and then basically you go and just explore another labyrinth. And if basically what I'm thinking is true, and that basically our guy is basically the grandson of Chen Mui, then it would be even similar to Breath of Fire 2, because basically Breath of Fire 2 you learn that basically the protagonist's mom was basically part of the dragon tribe, which is why basically he can transform into all kinds of dragons. I think his name's Ryu. I think Ryu's the default name.
Chen Mui wouldn't tell us anything. I suppose it can't be helped at the moment. First things first, let's confront the Lord of the Dragovians to save this village.
Right then, we've had a good rest, so it's time to go and fight that Dragovian Lord bloke. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Apart from Chen Mui, these Dragovian people aren't the friendliest bunch we've ever met. Part of me almost wonders why we're bothering. No, I don't mean that. Maybe I just got out of bed on the wrong side. They deserve our help, despite their rudeness and their lack of hot women. Seriously, what the heck is going on here? The only women are old or children. Yeah, you know Angelo would be the type where basically he would determine whether to save a village. A village is worth saving by their number of hot women. I'm not knowing disagreeable. Maybe I've been around you too long, Thwomp. Yeah, though it's kind of cold though that basically if my thinking is right in that basically our hero is basically the love child of basically Eltrio and Zia, that basically just the fact that Chen Mui will allow for Eltrio's body to be just buried on the outskirts of the village. It's like he's not even allowed in the village. Basically, it's like, we're not burying you in this village. You die outside. You die outside like an animal. You are buried outside like an animal. But then again, we don't know how the Dragovians handle death. Beyond this door lies the path to the Heavenly Dais. I have been instructed to allow you through whenever you wish. You may pass. I am sure the Lord of the Dragovians will be waiting for you on the Heavenly Dais. Can we at least have a map? Why can't they give us a map?
Listen to me carefully. I cannot approach the Lord of the Dragovians in his present state, lest he drain my own strength away. Thus, I cannot accompany you to the dais, but I'll be fighting alongside you in spirit. I believe in you. I know you can bring the Lord of the Dragovians back to his senses.
So are we gonna have Munchie with us or no? Are we gonna be Munchie-less? Yeah, Munchie has the same mohawk as him! So is this a dragon? Okay, we got left path, center, right. Okay, let's take left. A Servant of Darkness. Okay, so yeah, we've already fought one of these guys. Yeah, so we shouldn't be having. So we shouldn't have too much trouble with this. Okay. Accelerate. Ugh. Oh, I forgot about that golden oldies power that we got. Yangus, golden oldies, Angelo, Falcon Slash, Jessica. Let's use an oomph on us. Actually, no, we'll use an oomph on Angelo. Wait, how many treasure chests are here, out of curiosity? Are there any? Okay, 5 treasure chests. It would be nice if Yangus could tell us where those treasure chests are. Though since we're outside, we should be able to easily just warp around. Okay, Falcon Slash, Yangus, Golden Oldies, Angelo, Temporal of Tension, and we'll use Accelerate. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Words cannot describe how beautiful that was. Yangus basically calling out to Trode just by the power of Granddad. Yeah, he is calling out Granddad. Trode's eating some can of tuna or something, and then Trode just coming in with a bunch of guys like that one meme of Sully from Monsters Inc. You know that whole me and the boys meme with Sully walking with that group of monsters. It's like that. Trode basically just by the power of Granddad, I summon thee. Wonder if that can be used on Raptor. I want to rematch Raptor just to use that. Just to see if Trode basically just runs through the air. Trode summons the power of Granddad. Okay. Falcon Slash Jessica. Let's use... Yeah, let's basically do a hustle dance. Yeah, And also, just like Breath of Fire 2, basically, the enemies seem to be less intense than they were in the first part of the dungeon. What is this place? Why are there so many twists? Why are there so many turns? The tombstone is old and crumbling. It's possible we got the inscription. So in that case, Eltro actually is getting the 5-star treatment. But then again, these are older. Except that one right there. It's a tombstone. The instruction reads, "Here lies my beloved Darzia." And then meanwhile, basically, Chen Mui's like, "Screw you, I'm not repairing the other graves." Okay. Okay, psych up. Actually, no. Falcon Slash, Yangus, Executioner. Angelo, let's use a Timbrel of Tension. And Jessica will use an Accelerate. But I have to say, the Light World version of these guys look really nice compared to the Dark World version. Seriously, I am loving the color scheme on these guys. It looks so otherworldly. Yeah, I'm loving that blue and that purple. Really good synergy there. Though I'm not liking the whole 92 damage. Okay, Falcon Slash, Yangus, Splitter, Angelo. Let's use a Falcon Slash, and Jessica. We'll do a Hustle Dance. Okay. Okay, so where does this go? Let's take the left path. Okay. Timbrel of Tension, Jessica. Let's see if we can snooze. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take the last. Hopefully, the Lord of the Dragovians isn't as powerful as basically Rapthorn. Because basically, if he's anything like Rapthorn's first form, we're gonna get screwed so hard. Okay. Let's use an oomph on you, Angelo. Okay, Falcon Slash, Helm Splitter, Angelo, Falcon Slash, and Jessica. We'll use a Kafrizzle. Okay, so that was the right path. Okay, so let's see the center path. Okay. Yeah, though, I don't know what to think about the Hellspawn's color scheme, because basically I kind of like the other one that we saw in the Dark Ruins a bit more. Giga Slash, Yangus, Axis of Evil, Angelo, Timbrel of Tension, and Jessica will use an Accelerate. Okay, those things pack a punch, that's for sure. Or rather, they can take a blow. Okay. Oh, darn it, forgot to turn those mini medals. Well, even more of an incentive to go turn that mini medal. Okay, left or right? Okay, well, looks like we only have one path forward. Falcon Slash. Actually, psych up, psych up. Okay, Timbrel of Tension. Jessica, let's see if we can put you to sleep, because I remember us being able to put a... Yeah, it does work. Okay. Okay, we'll use Falcon Slash, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo, another Timbrel of Tension. And Jessica will use an Accelerate. Okay, that was a smooth battle. Arguably the smoothest troll fight we've ever had. Okay, I take it that's the Heavenly Dais. Yes, I'm sorry, just something's telling me to get out of this place. Or at the very least explore some more. Yeah, you know what? We'll head back in. We'll explore some more, and then basically we'll head out. Because basically, that was the end of it from the look of it. Okay, let's head back down the right path. Yeah, I at least want to check out what's going on there. Does it count as a beast enemy out of curiosity? Yeah, at the very least want to check out this lower section. Oh, darn it! Forgot to do the Falcon Slash. Falcon Slash, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo, Falcon Slash, Jessica. Let's do a hip drop. Okay, that was the path that went from the left. It took us here to the grave area. Watch how all paths lead to the altar area we were at. Aha! Right wing, head of state, body politic, left wing. Okay, thankfully we know these four are never gonna come to an agreement. We're safe. Okay, magical maze, temporal. Okay, and Jessica will use an accelerate. Oh no, the Democra bot! Oh no, yeah, basically. Yeah, true endgame boss. Political commentary. Taxes are too high! Yeah, that one barely I've heard bit with basically just the politician wrestling. That's one thing that just always lives in my mind, just rent free. Okay. Yeah, now I'm just imagining just a Dragon Ball Z bit where basically just, yeah, the next Dragon Ball film, basically. We have it where just Pilaf becomes a libertarian. Pilaf becomes libertarian and tries to take over the world. He tries to destroy the governments. He wants to decrease spending. Spending is too high. Okay. Crackle, accelerates, Kassizzle, Kafrizzle. Where is it? Oomph, oomph, oomph. There we go. Okay, what's in here? Okay, dangerous bustier. Okay. I think we checked out all the paths. So let's get out of here. I just want to check out our alchemy pot. Because I think that dangerous bustier could be the recipe. Flowing dress plus magical skirt. Ah, yes, divine bustier. Shimmering dress plus something else. So basically... Okay. Shimmering dress. Okay, hopefully this is the right combination. But in the meantime, let's go and talk to Minnie. Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Princess Minnie. Yeah, though chances are there's gonna be more to that dungeon. Okay, nice. And a dangerous bustier, which we already put into the alchemy pot. Though, if it fails, we can at least get another one if we just search around them. Okay, 90. So yeah, we just need to find a few more. The ultimate helm bestows a strong resistance to a variety of spells. Yeah, who would benefit the most from this? From the look of it, we would. Yangus. Yangus already has solid defenses. Yeah, Angelo wouldn't benefit from this really in the slightest. And as for Jessica, well, that would help us. Well, that would help her. I think that our main guy getting it would be best. But if this is right, then basically wouldn't help that, basically. Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking about just how to handle this. Oh, by the way, basically when I was healing off screen, I went back to the spring because for some reason, basically I went to the Royal Hunting Grounds and basically just couldn't access the free healing. So I went back to the Mystic Springs, and sure enough, there was actually a Medea conversation. Basically, Medea, she was basically saying about, oh, hey, just, you were telling me about how you had a nightmare about just the Dragon Cave with getting stepped on. Basically, since I can visit your dreams, just let me know and I'll be there so we can be scared together. Yeah, basically, Medea just really trying to... Yeah, the game's trying to just really sell the Medea hero ship. I mean, well, the game is... Who is... Basically, it makes you wonder, basically, just... When they were coming with the Medea conversations, basically, for that part, basically, that Medea conversation, basically, the player's already going to see just Medea running off with the hero, basically, to live happily ever after, basically. Just... Did they think that at that point, just someone was going to be like... Is Medea meant to be with the hero? She may have feelings for someone else, or he may have feelings for someone else. Drink some more, Medea. We need a conversation going on. Yeah, I was debating about whether or not we should basically, if I should cut off the video and then just get back to where we were. Just after the Divine Bustier is made, if it can even be made like that. So anyways, here's my thinking. We'll make our way back. We'll make our way back over to that area. And just, we'll go up that stairway. If there seems to be more dungeon, which I honestly think there is, considering that basically we scoured that lower area and just only found 2 treasure chests. I think that basically there is still much more to this dungeon, so we'll go and... Wrong house. We'll go there, just check out, see just how much more is left, and then basically, if there seems to be a lot more, I'll end things off, but if there isn't, then we might as well just keep going. It just feels like everything's up in the air, you know? Okay, let's take the center path. Okay, Angelo. Temporal Tension. Jessica. Snooze. Okay. Falcon Slash, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo. We'll use another Temporal Tension. And Jessica will attack with a Kafizzle. Yeah, but that is so fun, just putting a troll to sleep, and then just absolutely wailing on it. If only that spell was as effective when we were in the Dark Citadel, that would have made things a whole lot easier for us. Though if my calculations basically involving just past experiences with the alchemy pod are consistent, then it's going to take around 5 minutes of continuous walking. Okay, Angelo, Timbrel of Tension, and Jessica will use a... Where's Accelerate? Yep, there it is. Okay, nice to know that these guys have a real weakness to Yangus's axe. Okay. Falcon Slash, Yangus. Actually, no. Spells. Squelch on Jessica, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo, Falcon Slash, Jessica. We'll use a Crackle. Okay, Falcon Slash, Helm Splitter, Falcon Slash. Actually, no. Yeah, Angelo will use a... Actually, yeah, we'll go in. We'll heal on Angelo, Helm Splitter, Angelo, Falcon Slash, Jessica. We'll use a Kafrizzle. Yeah, but I can just imagine us using that golden oldies power against the Lord of the Dragovians. Basically, just he gets attacked by Trode and a bunch of random guys. Okay, Giga Slash, Yangus, Axis of Evil, Angelo, Temporal of Tension, and Jessica will use an Accelerate. Yeah, basically the Dragovians. Rapthorn is so powerful that, meanwhile, basically Rapthorn is using attacks that these enemies, these common enemies that are in their sanctuary are using. Okay. Falcon Slash. Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo, Falcon Slash, Jessica. We'll use Kafrizzle. Actually, no, Kasizzle. Okay, so they're immune to fire. Good to know. But they're not immune to swords. Or axes.
Wow, the Dragovian civilization really is incredible, isn't it? Humanity just seems so, I don't know, small compared to all this. I wish King Trode were here to see it too.
Hold the bar. Where do you reckon Monchi gets to whenever we're in the Dragovian Sanctuary? He's normally such an homebody. Don't usually stray too far from the warmth of his little pocket, does he? Well, I wonder what's got him going. This is the kind of view that takes your breath away. And we've still got a ways to go. Better not let it take too much of our breath away, or we'll run out of puff before we reach the top. Oh, this is so cool! Granted, it would be nice if we could see the stairs, but still! Okay, left path, right path. Now, what was that? Just that right path. Let's check the center. Okay. Okay, temporal of tension. Jessica. Use and accelerate. Okay. Okay, let's use a... I think I how to handle this. Angela would be better for the heal. Yeah, we'll use a Falcon Slash on you. Yangus. We'll use an Axis of Evil. Angelo will use a full heal on Yangus. And then Jessica will use a Crackle. Okay, we'll do another attack. Yangus. Helm Splitter on the Troll. Angelo. We'll do a Falcon Slash on the... Actually, no. We'll do a Timber of Tension. And Jessica will use another Crackle. Okay, Angelo. Falcon Slash, Jessica. We're going to need a Kazing on us. Okay, is this the right path, or is this a diversionary route? Okay, it seems there's a treasure chest down there. So, okay, we'll go down the left path. So that seems to be a diversionary. Well, then again, that piece of orichalcum. Okay, that looks like the exit. Okay, yeah, that lines up perfectly. Okay. Falcon Slash on... Okay. Okay, yeah, basically, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to basically just get the remaining treasure chests here, and then basically, I'll go back, heal, and then basically get back to where we were, because I'm going to have to go somewhere soon. But we can basically just knock this out. Okay, Yangus, Helm Splitter on you, Angelo, Timbrel of Tension, Jessica, Accelerate, That's what I like to see. That's the kind of damage I love to see. Okay. Falcon Slash, Yangus, Helm Splitter, Angelo, another Timbrel of Tension. Jessica, we'll use a Fizzle on you. Okay, another one down. Okay, good. Okay, Yangus, Angelo will use a Falcon Slash, Jessica, Frizzle. Okay, so around 1,000 health. Skull helm? Okay, I see some good things coming with this. Off camera, I'll make another sun helm so we can make another timbrel. An unholy bishop. That's an unholy outfit. Look at that thing. Helm splitter, Angelo. Ah, darn it. Wrong move, wrong move. This is what happens when you rush. This is what happens when you rush. Yeah, from the look of it, the unholy bishop actually looks like a Dragovian, given the ears. Okay, let me just check Yangus. No! Okay. That's fine, that's fine. We can easily take on the Servant of Darkness. I did not mean to do that. I meant to do a treasure check. A treasure check. Oh, crap, crap, crap. This is what happens when I'm trying to rush things, because I have to go somewhere. Haste makes waste, and rushing leads to your early grave. The only thing rushing will do in a video game is lead you to an early grave. Okay, Angelo. Falcon Slash, Jessica. Let's use a Crackle. Okay, apparently these guys are immune to magic, period. Okay, but at least we took him down, even though I didn't want to fight him in the first place. Okay, this time I'm selecting the right one. Nose for treasure. There should hopefully only be one. Yep. And it's right up there. Can't believe that happened. I didn't want to fight that Servant of Darkness. I didn't want to fight him, but there he was. Okay, let's see what's in this one. And a mini medal. Okay. So anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. Like to be a like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye.